Hey guys, how you doing? What do you think of the new shirt? It's a little Team E in action. Hopefully you saw the update. We got great news. Ian is standard risk low. So the way it works out is he had ALL and there's two tracks, standard risk high, standard risk low, that he was susceptible to. And he is standard risk low, which means they can't find traces of leukemia cells at this point. And being standard risk low means you have a lower chance of relapse. So great news. The treatment's going to be much better. Thanks so much for your prayers. We're excited to move forward. Three things in this email. One is what's going on this weekend. Second, just to kind of get you to sign up for some of the events coming up. And third, just a little bit of training I wanted to go over with you, and you'll see an attached document for you to check out at your leisure. So first, let's talk this weekend. This weekend's program is focusing on true life, and we have another guest speaker. It's Karina Poland. And she has a very cool story. She grew up outside of the country as a missionary kid and moved back to the States. Grew up as a Christian home. All of her parents were Christian. She kind of grew up under this expectation that she had to do the right thing and couldn't tarnish the household name. So quite the opposite of Sean's story. So I think it'll connect with a different student. It'll be a great weekend. We heard some great feedback that it was good to do discussion groups before, basically not at the end of the night, for discussion groups to then kind of, all right, I got to hurry up and go home, or I got to hurry up and do this so I can have free time. So we're going to do that again at the end of welcome and prior to worship. We're going to have the discussion groups, and the activity is going to be, it's a pretty cool activity. Do the general meet and greet, name, school, and then you can come up with a fun question if you'd like. But then the activity is to write 15 I am statements, and it's a pretty cool exercise. And I'd encourage you, if you want, just do it now to see how long it takes. And the I am statements, they start off really easy, but then they get kind of tough. And we're going to ask some questions at the end of why that could get difficult and why sometimes it's hard to know who we are when we're talking about true life. We're going to do a game also based on true life fun stuff, like a true and false quiz, along with some mashed potato and corn eating contest. There's a strong stomach leader. You could be the winner. What do you win? Probably something weak like a candy bar, but it has fuel on it. Maybe you want to do it. Second thing is, as you prepare for PCTC or Super Bowl party, please reply to this email. Let us know if you're going to be participate in the Super Bowl party and if you're going to be able to go to PCTC. Remember, that's for middle school and high school students, the Pennsylvania Christian Teen Convention, and the Super Bowl party. So please let us know if you're able to make either of those events. And lastly, just a bit of training information for you. I bought this book right here. It's Youth Ministry on the Go, and it has an audio file and also a worksheet. And I want to send those out every now and again. Just some things to have you thinking. This one I'm sending now is about shepherding students. And one of the challenges we have at Mountain Christian Church is how many students there are. And it can get very overwhelming in thinking, how do I take care of one or two, or how do I figure that out? And I'm leading a discussion group with 10 students. How do I know who I should connect with? Well, the concept of a shepherd is a pretty good one. Students are like sheep, and we need to guide them through adolescence. Without the shepherd, they're not going to do quite well. And we are playing a shepherding role as leaders. And we just need to look out for them, help guide them, help protect them. And I don't know if a lot of you knew this, I assume, but some didn't, I'm sure. I grew up on a farm in West Virginia, and my dad had about 60 head of cattle. That's how the farmers say cows. Instead of just saying 60 cows, it's 60 head. So one of the things Dad would do is he would drive the truck through the field, and he would look for a couple things. One, he'd look for watery eyes, which would indicate pink eye, and he would look for cows that limp, which would indicate hoof problems, which are the two most common things. And after he drove around, if he saw one of those two conditions, he would give special attention to that cow, to get a shot or get the hoofs clean, whatever happened. And then if he already noticed that the whole entire herd was okay, then he would kind of walk up to a couple of his favorite cows and pet them and do all that good stuff, the ones that he knew the best and one he liked. Kind of a weird analogy, but I think it's pretty simple for us to apply on a week-to-week basis. You know, one of the things that before we get in too close with the students that are really easy for us to connect with, or our students that are in our small groups, or the students that we've been talking to week after week, we should probably take a quick look, scan who's new, scan who needs some attention, and then give that to them. And probably connect them with some of the other students that we've already connected with. Food for thought. I'd encourage you to try something new. Try to meet a new student this weekend. Try to remember a name that the following week you can introduce yourselves. and ask at least one student something that you can pray for about them, and then the following week follow that up. Thanks for leading, friends. Thanks for being a part of this ministry. We appreciate everything that you do. Have a good week.